What up, monkeys? Took a little break. To be fair, I keep doing that, so at some point I think I should stop saying that I'm taking a break and I should just say that, yeah, you know what? I'm not being consistent with the uploads, but in my defense, I don't care. But more importantly, so yes, I know I'm just gonna throw some Fusion World uh, stuff in the back, but this is honestly more of kind of like a life update video. Now, I was going to post this on the second channel, but I figured my first channel isn't even that big. First of, how did I forget? Shout out to 100 subscribers. Oh, let's get it. I actually feel pretty good about that because I remember a time when I had 0 subscribers. You know, God was there for me day one. God believed in me. They didn't. They didn't believe in us. But now we got 100, which is, to be honest, that's about like 98 more than I anticipated. So who knows where we go from here. Um, this honestly, this video is not. It's not going to be very relevant to Fusion World. There's going to be some content, whatever. It's irrelevant. It's just like meta testing. It's not even meta testing. It's just playing for fun. But the point, like, man, I had such a good week this week. Technically last week too. So I just want to just want to talk about it. Because whenever something terrible happens, you bury it deep down inside and you don't tell anyone about it ever. But when good things happen, you should share them because life is just a highlight reel for everyone else to observe and compare themselves with and then subsequently feel bad about, like their life for being not so good in comparison. Because there's nothing more important in life than maximizing shareholder value. So I'm out here trying to maximize my company, which is myself, and my stocks, which is just my lived day-to-day experiences. So with that being said, let me kind of hop into this. I'm going to hope that the camera's recording. Is it? I guess it is, but I can't see it. Wow, that's pretty annoying. Anyway, so I arrived in a new country sometime here, and we'll say this is today, which is April, right? It took me wow, it's pretty bad. It took me 3 months to kind of get a job. Up until then, I was like goofing around, but now I got a job, right? And not only did I get one job, I got 2 jobs. So I'm working 2 jobs now because when you have multiple bills, you need multiple streams of income. And today I did something that I haven't done in over a decade. I actually decided to volunteer at a place, which is crazy. I'm like, okay, first of all, where did I find the surplus time to be able to say, you know what? Let me go do some more work without getting paid for it. But it was a lot of fun, actually, interestingly enough. I had to get up really early, but whatever. That's the volunteering thing. But this week specifically, the schedule that I had was I had this day job that I was doing, so I had to get up at like 5 a.m. to catch the bus to get, to work at 7. And then I had my other shift at 5 p.m. I'd get home at like 11, fall asleep by 12, and then get back up at 5 p.m. And I did that. And I'm like, whoa, I haven't done this in like years. I've become much older. I've become much more distinguished from the person that I was before. And I'm like, I still can do that. And not only can I do that, it was kind of fun. It was actually kind of like being in a position where it's like, oh, I have no free time, made me feel like, wow, I'm actually maximizing, like I'm being useful somewhere. The hardest part was the next day, which is obviously, oh yeah, you're not getting enough sleep. But I went to bed early. I planned ahead. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to work this weird looking double. And then I have to go right back into it and just do it again. So let me just go to sleep early the day before. Let me just, instead of getting 3 hours of sleep before I go to work, what if I got 8? And I did. Also, other side note, I know that inflation is a thing and, it's really bad. Whatever. Brokies. But Tim Tams are back on sale. And in totally unrelated news, I spent the last 3 of my $4 on something totally unrelated. Yeah. I'll probably play this. Yeah, go good. Like, life is amazing. I can't believe I used to think I was depressed. I was just living in Canada. That's really all it is. That's all it's ever been. But let's kind of speed this up. We've got regionals in Melbourne coming up. End of May. As much as I would like to take Cell and just get first place with him, I don't know how feasible that is. Right? It's like, I don't know, and I've been told that maybe androids, they just ramp better, whatever. Right? Maybe I should be playing that instead. And the reason I enjoy Cell is because I'm playing with the energy. It makes me feel flexible. But if droids do that better, then droids do that better, and we'll play droids. Life is all about adapting. Anyway, at this volunteering thing, so when I was much younger, I really, really wanted to be a professional chef. Okay. And I wanted that so bad, like I was taking classes. Like I took classes for, when you see combo, you feel good. I was taking classes. I'm like, okay, yeah, let me learn how to bake. Let me learn, French, Italian, whatever. Like, and I'm a kid taking these classes, so it's not really that deep, whatever. And then as you kind of grow older, oh, he's playing Broly. I forgot about that. Yeah. This is what I mean by relevant to meta testing. Anyway. Oh, okay. I remember this game now. This is actually going to be kind of fun. I should be talking about this. Russ, if you're watching this, my bad. I apologize for what I'm about to do to you here. Respectfully. But I used to take, cooking classes, right? I learned... I don't even know the words, different cuts and stuff, to julienne a carrot, and how to use, how to sous vide a thing. Flambe, whatever, fancy words, whatever, doesn't matter. The point is, I used to care about that, and I was really into it. And then I'm like, oh man, you can't really get rich doing this. So damn, that's some combo power. So I'm like, yeah, you can't really get rich doing this. There's no point, whatever. Cooking became a hobby. And, now I'm in a whole new country, almost as far away from Toronto as one can get. And one thing leads to another, make a friend. My friend's like, oh yeah, I do this volunteering thing. I work for this company, whatever. I'm like, cool. What's it about? And it's like a food rescue organization. So obviously there's a lot of food just in existence, right? Just the sheer wastage of it. So there are different organizations, not-for-profits, that go around collecting used food. It's just food that you wouldn't really sell in the supermarket. It's been written off. Still good to eat though, obviously. And just donate it to shelters and stuff like that. And I just got back from that. So I had 3 days ago, I had the double, the work, the back-to-back. And then instead of I'll take the Wednesday off, I'll go to sleep. Here I am, having done this volunteering thing, where I'm like, oh, let me get up early to do, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of fun. Yeah, so I don't even know if I should upload this, to be honest. It's literally just me talking about my day. Oh, yes. I'll just ramp that off. Just ramp. Oh, your leader activates at 4 energy? I'll just push you to 6. What are you going to do now, monkey? Nothing. You're going to burn 2 instants to go back down to 4? You could. And then that wouldn't be so good for me. But that's, yeah, see, don't ramp them once, ramp them twice. Listen, I think the more money that you make, the more good that circulates into the universe. Therefore, the more I ramp, the more I should ramp my opponent to allow them to do more. Now, the psychological effect of that, I believe, is because when they have more options, they become paralyzed. I have so much energy. What am I gonna do? And then they will make mistakes. Pro tip, green player advice. But yeah, I like Cell. It's fun. It's probably just like my fun casual deck. Even though I will probably... I just have to know how to play it better. I am also in the process of building Broly. They dropped some new structure decks for Digimon. I will probably buy them. Even though, like, I'm in a strange country, just here on, like, working holiday visa. I'm like, should I really be doing that? Should I really be accumulating stuff? Like, look, I bought a whole new deck box to put stuff into. I'm like, why am I doing that? I've been accumulating cards, and there is a pre-release happening on Friday, which I will probably attend. Light work. Easy. But yeah, that new 8-drop Broly that says it can't be KO'd once. I can't... My top end isn't even destructive enough for that. That doesn't... But the 6-drop Gogeta... No, it's just placed into the trash. Scam. Scam. 100% scammed. What? Yeah. And the answer is to just go for life here. It's like... sad. It's sad that Bandai decided to rotate, you know, the identity into this weird aggro nonsense. And it's like cheating stuff out. I don't know how to say this without making it sound weird. I understand that cheating is a concept. I don't approve of it. It's like I believe it happens, but like oh man, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say you should pay full cost to play your cards, and in an ideal world, don't cheat on your partner. You know what I mean? But I don't have to worry about that. Oh, that's a sign for me to go to the gym, which is a thing I started doing more consistently. Even though, like, oh yeah, you know, I hate Toronto. I hate it. I hate it so much. The city is not walkable. They just recently had an election. These people are cooked. 100... Oh my god, this government that we've had for the past 50 trillion years has been causing all these problems. Let's just elect them again. Yes. But to be fair, if you believe that there's a political solution... Oh, I won. Yeah, I forgot about that. I've just been talking, and I'm going to keep talking. If you believe there is a political solution to the problem that we have, brother, you are the problem. I don't want to get into... I made a Twitter account, and it's an anonymous Twitter account, and boy, oh, I'm having some fun with that. Which is why if the government ever finds my Twitter, I will go to jail. 100%. So I have to pray to God in heaven above, please Lord, never let them discover my Twitter account. But I'm having some fun with it. Also, yeah, no, it was fun. This is just like I just want to throw this cute little game out there because it's like, yeah, Cell, viable, better than Broly. It's not actually. You don't get enough damage in. Maybe you could race Broly. Maybe it's possible. Maybe Namek Goku would do a little better if you can get your crit effects in, because crit just hurts green. Anyway, not the point. The point is I'm also considering building a new color, right, for a bit of that deck variety. But I'm trying to express that I'm very happy. I didn't even think it was possible. Like, not only am I happy, I'm like actively looking forward to certain things, like in my day or, you know, in the week, where it's like, oh, I have this thing coming up that I'm like looking forward. Why wasn't I doing this before? Why wasn't I like, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to, you know, this event or this these things? And I really do think it comes down to the walkability. Like, that's what it feels like. From where I am now, it would take me a 20-minute walk, give or take, to get to my gym, or like a 20-minute max commute to get to my card shop. Like, everything just feels so close fares are 50 cents. Oh, feels so affordable. Which is, I guess, another broke boy problem. But it's like, in what world are they charging $3? Once again, I'm talking about Toronto. I hate that city. In what world are they talking about where they say, you know what, let's tax the money you make. Let's tax the money that you spend. Let's tax the money you save. Let's tax the money you invest. Let's tax the money you eat with. Let's tax the money you take on vacation. Let's tax. And then they have the audacity to say, we're going to take these taxes to make the city better. Terrible roads, long wait time for healthcare. Don't get me started on the schools. And then they have the audacity to say, you know what? That money that we took from you to build this public infrastructure network, you're going to pay $3 to use it. I'm sorry. Say that to me again? All this money that you took from me to build this thing, you want me... Imagine going to Netflix and being like, hey man, I would like one Netflix, please. And they say, yeah, cool, here you go, here's your Netflix. And you say, thank you. And I say, oh, by the way, we need you to pay more. Huh? But I bought the Netflix. And they say, yeah, no, we need you to pay more. Every time you log on to the website, we're going to need you to pay. Brother, this isn't Costco. I'm not paying you a membership just so I can go and spend more money, all right? Lower these prices. That's why 100% in a hypothetical world, if people are evading the fare, I totally understand. We're at that stage. Wow, this is going to get really political. Wow, and I'm going to get like really out of pocket. So it's okay. If y'all want to stay in Toronto because it's Toronto, big metropolitan city, bro, go spend 3 hours waiting at the DVP. All right, you do that. That on ramp you're trying to get to Newmarket, go ahead, spend 6 hours waiting there. I don't care. That traffic, so terrible, so terrible. Respectfully, you're trying to drive. You're trying to take a 10-minute drive. Let's make that 50 minutes. What? But that's that city, and I despise it. And now I don't have to deal with it anymore. So I'm happy. Basically, leave your country, go somewhere better. There are better countries out there. And here's the thing, truthfully, this country has its problems too, and there's going to be a better country than this country, 100%. But for right now, golly, Tim Tams are $3. I can volunteer at places. Everything is walkable. Sun is shining. The weather is sweet. I'm happy. Which is why I'm actually really, really worried that something terrible might happen. I'm not used to being happy. Gotta wait for the other shoe to drop, you know? But if it does happen, is what it is. Trauma dump over. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Let me turn this off. Bye!